you in on a little secret. Members can now get up to 30% off at holidayinexpress.com during our Cyber Week sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
'Tis the season to get the job done right. At AutoZone, we've got great deals on awesome products to help you spread the cheer this year. Right now, save $30 when you buy a 180-piece Duralast Mechanics tool set. It's perfectly portable, so getting the job done on the go is a breeze. And Duralast tools are guaranteed for life, which means it really is the gift that keeps on giving. Celebrating the holidays with a job well done starts here. Visit AutoZone.com and we'll help you get what you need. Restrictions apply.
It's happening. Wherever plays are being made, tickets are being sold, and fans are lining up. ADP is designing a better way to work. With industry-leading HR, talent, time, benefits, and payroll, more companies rely on ADP than any other HR partner to help step up their game. From small business to global enterprise. See how ADP can help you and your people achieve what you're working for at design.adp.com. ADP, always designing for people.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Hi, I'm Garrett Oliver, brewmaster of the Brooklyn Brewery. Since 1988, our flagship Brooklyn Lager has been a true champion of the craft beer revolution. Today, Brooklyn Lager is New York City's hometown beer. It's delighted beer drinkers, inspired other brewers. Frankly, we like to think it's a beacon for great beer around the world, too. Centuries of brewing tradition meet up with modern American spirit in Brooklyn Lager. Rich caramel malts, waves of citrus and pine from dry hopping with Cascade, and a smooth, refreshing lager finish. Whether you're new to the craft beer scene or a lifetime fan, we think you'll find Brooklyn Lager's just the thing. For game day, parties, or just enjoying your evening. Try one and see why beer drinkers from New York to Tokyo love Brooklyn Lager as their go-to beer.
When you want to watch New York Islanders hockey VIP style at the Nassau Coliseum in the suite, hosted by me, Rick DiPietro, enjoy Brooklyn's finest beers as well. Tan ahead to the beer aisle of participating Food Town Fairway Key Food and Best Market stores between now and December 15th. Visit ESPNNewYork.com for rules and details and head online. No purchase necessary. Inspection required. Participating Brooklyn Brewery, Brooklyn, New York.
Insanely helpful. Real stories from Easy Cater.
Easy Cater, this is... Hello, this is... Hello? No need to press buttons. How can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to get to a human.
Well, you're in luck. I'm a human. What can I do for you?
When you order food for work, your reputation's on the line. So we have insanely helpful people on our line. Feed meetings easy with EasyCater.com.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
I figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. I had to go in and come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-473-3511. 800-473-3511. 800-473-3511.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Around the world, patients are receiving cancer therapies that were pioneered by experts in the field of oncology.
At John Theurer Cancer Center, part of Hackensack University Medical Center, these experts are the very same doctors managing your care. We're not just at the forefront of cancer. We're pioneering the possible. To learn more, visit jtcancercenter.org. Hackensack Meridian Health John Theurer Cancer Center, a consortium member of the NCI-designated Georgetown Lombardi Comprehensive Cancer Center.
Pool parties aren't just for summer. You and your friends could jump in a mega pool where you could win $266 million. So dive in with Mega Millions, because anything can happen in Jersey.
At Napa, a 5-quart jug of Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil and Platinum Filter are $23.98. That's a great deal on a great oil. General states pricing. Sale prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 12/15/19.
Coming up on the Tuesday edition of the Michael K. Show, Le'Veon Bell was thought to be maybe the biggest free agent signing in Jets history. But after less than a full season, it's becoming apparent that a trade might be in everyone's best interest. Plus, another shot at $2,500 in Adam Gase at 4 o'clock. The Michael K. Show today, 2:55 on 98.7 ESPN.
The Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guests on the Stephen A. Smith Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line.
Download the Vivid Seats app and enter promo code ESPN25 at checkout to get 10% off your next order. Don't buy just any seat. Get a Vivid Seat. Also, ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Quote, buy and save on home insurance with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, only at Progressive.com. And last but not least, did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It ain't rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. Let's go back to the phones. Arthur, you're live with Stephen A. Real quick, Arthur, go.
Coaching situation in the NFL. I have a family member who played 20 years, got a Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins, then began coaching. He's been coaching for 10 years. Helped take the Carolina Panthers to the Super Bowl, which they lost. And then his last coach year, he went to Arizona. They didn't even give him a chance after one season.
Steve Wilkes.
He's not my relative, but the O-line coach was my brother.
I understand.
He's my brother. So, they went there, they didn't even get a chance, man. But we'll let Jason Garrett, he can coach for 10 years, never go to a Super Bowl.
Hasn't won about 2 playoff games.
Yeah, and check this out. You can let Kansas City coach 20 years. He ain't never won a Super Bowl. But
Andy Reid's a different level. 5 NFC championship games, a Super Bowl appearance. Guys like that don't deserve to be fired because they didn't win a Super Bowl. Because outside of winning the Super Bowl, they've had success. But you got too many coaches that can't even do that.
But you're saying guys like the one I just told you about, he can't even get an NFL offensive coordinator job, or assistant head coach job, or head coach job. They don't even get a call. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. I appreciate the call. I ain't gonna argue with you when you're right, Arthur. You're absolutely right. Let's go to Tony. You're live with Stephen A. Real quick, Tony, go.
What's up, Stephen A?
All right. Happy holidays. Go ahead, real quick, man.
I have a question about the Lakers. I said, why does everybody so like about the Lakers when they haven't really played the winning 500 teams so far this year?
Because for 6 years they didn't mean anything. They were absolutely irrelevant and mired in mediocrity. And now we know they're en route to championship contention. Not that they'll win it, even though I believe they can. But when you've won 10 straight and you're 17-3, you've got the second best record in basketball, and it's 6 years after you haven't even made the playoffs, but it is the Laker brand, you're going to get excited about that because when the Lakers are good, basketball is good.
You think Harper was safe from trade?
No, I don't think anybody's safe outside of LeBron and Anthony Davis, but it remains to be seen. Appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Let's go to Jonathan real quick. You got
Get site credit. That's promo code GORDON. Cash out not available in all markets. Offer applies to first online wager only. Refund issued to site credit. Site credit expires after 14 days. Go to sportsbook.fanduel.com for full terms. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Introducing the all-new ESPN app, now with ESPN Plus. With Plus, it means you get more of the sports, teams, and leagues you love. More knockouts, home-runs, grand slams, more touchdowns, hat-tricks, and goals. And more doesn't stop there, because with Plus, you get more films and shows, like the premiere of Detail and the entire 30 for 30 collection. With all this more, you're going to need more time. Sorry, families and loved ones. The all-new ESPN app. Download now and sign up for ESPN Plus today.
New York State of Health is here to help you find the affordable health care you deserve. At New York State of Health, we help you compare plans and find the right coverage with free one-on-one help in person, online, or by phone. New York State of Health is here to make it easier to find a plan that fits your needs and determine if you qualify for financial assistance to lower your costs. Enroll by December 15th. Visit nystateofhealth.ny.gov.
Excuse about the turf. We laughed him down and said, this is a terrible turf.
Oh, yeah, the speed. Minnesota will take advantage of the fast track.
Probably the greatest home field football advantage that you can have is in Seattle.
Right.
And I didn't want to rub it in, but when they missed the extra point, I knew it was over for Peter. Knew it. And I was wondering, I found out later that he was texting with Andrew and cursing and really, really upset. But we told you, Peter, the Vikings were an awful pick, and that was a big pick for you.
Now, there's a lot of things you could say, and I'm not surprised that you, as opposed to Don, is trying to make the argument it was an awful pick. I mean, I don't think anyone could have watched last night's game and thought it was an awful pick. They were up 7-0. They were up 17-10. They came back and within one extra point of covering. Now, I firmly believe that if they make that extra point, which I knew they wouldn't, of course, I firmly believe that if they make that extra point, the final score ends up being 34-31. I think they would have changed their approach, not gone forward on fourth down the next drive, punted it deep because they would only need a field goal. It was a terrible break. It was a terrible break. But for you to argue that it was a bad pick, now I'll tell you one thing though, Cousins did not do himself any favors last night in terms of changing the conversation about him on Monday nights. I mean, they scored points, but he could not throw the ball down the field. Everything was underneath the entire night. He was scared. He was really scared to let it go down the field, and when he did, it was often inaccurate. So, and Seattle
is now 0-9.
0-8, I think. It was 0-7, wasn't it?
Yeah. So why'd you pick him?
I still feel good about the pick. I think
you should feel good
because you know what? There were so many times during the game that it seemed like a gorgeous pick. They jump out to the 7-0 lead, right? Then they get a defensive touchdown on the worst ever quarterback trying to bat the ball down that I ever saw in my life. Bad idea. I'm a big fan of Russell Wilson, but that was a sad attempt. And then at 34-17, you're thinking, what an awful pick. And then they fight back. It's like, what a great pick. And then they're lining up for the extra point at 34-30 to cover me. Boom, for the night. And you know at that point, Seattle do everything to run out the clock. It'll end at 34-31. I'll be good. Instead, the hackadoodle-doo Bailey misses the extra point.
I really felt for you at that point.
No, you didn't.
No, I felt awful.
No, I don't believe it. And it really does make you think, though. Anyone out there who bets big money for a living, some of you are listening right now, you're insane. To live and die on that extra point last night? It's beautiful. Oh, it's not life. What kind of living is that?
You're going to remember that extra point when you're crunching into some crickets.
I'm in a bad spot right now.
No, you're really not. Don said that too. I said he's only 4 points back. He has one great week out of you.
He's 4 points back of either eating crickets and then graduating to having to spend $500 for charity. Wait, so hold on real quick. Can I ask this again?
Yeah.
In last place, all I have to do is eat crickets?
Yeah.
Second to last place,
you have to give $500
you almost have to.
Don's choice.
Third place should also have to donate some
change it on the fly. Good. We also talk about how we're going to handle the point system when we're down to the championship weekend of the Super Bowl.
I think it'll be sewn up tightly. We have a lot to talk about today. 12 Days of Giving continues all in 2 minutes.
The story of 19 Crimes Why. History says approximately 162,000 men and women were transported from the United Kingdom to an island across the world for committing one of 19 crimes. They were the convicts turned colonists to a farm and build Australia. 19 Crimes Why is a tribute to these rogues. Hear their stories come to life on every button. Simply download the Living Wine Labels app and point your phone towards our neighbors. 19 Crimes Why. Live infamously. Imported by TWE Imports. Never California. Please enjoy responsibly.
The weather's getting cold, which means that special time of year is upon us once again, when the New York Lottery releases their seasonal scratch-off games. This year we have 4 new tickets that will make the perfect gift, like Red Witches with a top prize of $500,000, the winter-themed Tic Tac Snow, our $1 game Winter Green, and the 3 games in 1 Holiday Lucky Times 50 with prizes up to $1 million. Give someone a reason to believe in the magic of the season. Head to your nearest lottery retailer and gift one today. You must be 18 years or older to purchase a lottery ticket. Please gift responsibly.
Shiner Bock is an American dark lager that goes down easy, but more importantly, it's beer. A good, straight to the point, is what it is brew that makes your block party, ball game, or backyard barbecue even better. It's the kind of beer you'd want to have in
California, according to The Athletic. Former Mets pitcher Zach Wheeler has a 9-figure offer on the table. He could sign before the winter meetings begin next week for John Heyman. The Mets are not reportedly among the big bidding teams. NBA Kyrie Irving will miss at least 2 more games with his impinged right shoulder, according to Nets head coach Kenny Atkinson. Greg Schiano lands an 8-year, $32 million contract to bring him back to his former role as Rutgers head football coach. On the ice, the Islanders are in Montreal, dropping the puck at 7. Devils host the Golden Knights. Listen on the Devils Hockey Network at radio.com at 7. College hoops, St. John's faces St. Peter's at 6:30. Rutgers is at Pittsburgh at 9 as part of the Big Ten ACC Challenge. And the second to last installment of the college football rankings will be released tonight. This report also sponsored by Northfield Bank. Northfield Bank wishes you and your family a happy holiday season. Experience the magic of banking locally at one of Northfield's 40 branch offices in Brooklyn, Staten Island, and New Jersey. Northfield Bank, member FDIC. Kids Helping Kids needs your most valued support. Madison Milio, a beautiful 7-year-old girl, was recently diagnosed with a rare brain tumor. Help support Mighty Madison by making a financial donation. Call 516-249-9449. Kids Helping Kids. Please help make a difference. Weather brought to you by Mako. 37 degrees under sunny skies in Central Park. Say goodbye to those annoying parking lot scratches with a paint repair at Mako. It's as easy as book, quote, fix. Go to Mako.com for more info. Better get Mako. And that's what's happening. I'm Pete McCarthy with your top of the hour sports flash on WFAN, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and Sports Radio 66. Listen to WFAN anytime, anywhere. Download the radio.com app and favorite us today. And if you have a smart speaker, just say play WFAN.
Of WFAN, this is Mike Solomon, Francesor on the Fan on this Tuesday, the 3rd day of December, as we head towards the holidays here. And obviously the Yankees going shopping as they kind of kick the tires on a couple of big pitchers today. But again, these contracts are going to take some time. You will not get these guys signed probably much before Christmas, if at all before Christmas. I mean, it'll take a little while, but the process has begun, and that's where we are on this Tuesday. But I thought the most interesting note of the day came from, just saw it a couple minutes ago. Mon sent me from Bruce Beck as he was at the March of Dimes luncheon, a luncheon that the Dog Eye did a couple times, more than a couple times, matter of fact, through the years. That's been going on forever. We emceed that a bunch of times. Here's what he said, though. It's been a very frustrating season. At the end of the season, John Mara and I are going to get together and discuss the future. As partners, we have to be very honest with each other about where we see this team going into the 2020 season. That is a lot, folks. Because the football end of the business has always been the province of John Mara. The business end is a Tishan. That's the way it was from Wellington and Bob, who did a much better job with their partnership than the Suns have done. So that partnership was seamless. When Bob Tisch bought the team from the Tim Mara side of the family and teamed with Wellington, they were a very, very seamless ownership. I have always gotten the impression since the stadium was built that that hasn't always been the case, because these guys couldn't be more different. They have different approaches. They treat players differently. They see players differently. They see teams differently. And I know they differed at times about coaches and players and about relationships with players and everything else. And you wonder now whether or not they are even on the same page. And that could be part of the problem here, because I really believe there's a lot of parts to this problem. See, we get on Gettleman, we get on Sharma, and rightly so, but the Giants' problems run even deeper than that right now. They run right through the structure of this organization. This organization has to decide how it's going to be as far as how it runs itself as a football entity. And that's where the owners come in. And the idea here that you see the guy who's supposed to be on the business side talk about how one partner has to be honest with the other partner almost tells you that there's a bit of an issue there. And I know at times they've clashed. I've heard at times they've clashed. I mean, I think they clashed over Coughlin more than once. But they need to get on the same page and decide how they are going to restructure this giant organization as they go forward. And that doesn't just deal with general manager. That deals with general manager, coach, every facet of how you do your organization, from standpoint of how you do your data, how you do your video, how you do your strength and conditioning, how you do your scouting. Every single part has to be examined, because it's all part of the same game plan. And the Giants have fallen off the track in every way possible, which is why they are where they are right now, at the bottom of the league, and staring down at the #1 pick, having the worst record in the NFL since the start of the 2017 season. And to me, that jumped off today. And here's Steve Tisch talking. And we haven't heard a word from John Mara. Again, hearing a word from Gettleman. I mean, you give up on Gettleman. Gettleman's not going to speak. He does not feel that's part of the general manager's job. It's just to make some, caustic remarks once in a while. When you get, once or twice a year, and that's it. And then just let your wonderful, the team you put on the field do the talking. It's doing a lot of talking. So, but this today jumped out at me. It really did. Because to me, it just shows that the problems run even deeper than you might think they do. And those problems there at the top with Mara and Tisch have to be settled before anything else can be settled, because they have to agree on where they're taking the franchise, and they have to agree on who's taking the franchise where. You can understand when it comes to what people in each family are going to do in the business. Inside the football business, you understand that. But they have to agree on, and I'm not sure they have been able to. And I think you can trace everything back to when the new building was built. I've said that many times, which I think put some pressure on this franchise in a lot of different ways. And I don't think it has overcome that, and I don't think it has moved forward from any of that. And I think they're still paying for every move they've made since then. in how they have destroyed their fan base, which was one of the most loyal, dedicated fan bases in all of professional sport. I mean, really, it was the envy of many teams to have a fan base as loyal and as consistent as the Giants have. And then came the new stadium, and then came the seat licenses, and that all went away. That years and years of dedication and loyalty to the team went away. Ownership matters. And you can tell that. Here's a perfect example. Panthers just now, as they get handed Ron Rivera out. Now, David Tepper, if you know anything about David Tepper, and if you know anything about Wall Street, you know something about David Tepper, well, you know that a guy like Tepper, when he comes in and buys the team, is not going to sit for things like what he's seen recently, especially as the team blows, 14-point leads to the Redskins. So, the Carolina Panthers have parted ways with Ron Rivera just minutes ago. Owner David Tepper announced today. Secondary coach Perry Fuel has been named interim head coach. Offensive coordinator North Turner will transition to special assistant to the head coach. And Scott Turner will serve as the offensive coordinator. This is the best decision for the long-term success of the team, said Tepper. I have a great deal of respect for Ron and the contributions he made to the franchise, blah, blah, blah. We are going to take a... Here's what Tepper said. Now, Tepper is a guy who's made a fortune on Wall Street, a very respected investor. We are going to take a comprehensive and thorough review of our football operation to make sure we are structured for long-term sustained success. What he just said is what the Giants have. He already just said, we are going to take a comprehensive and thorough review of our football operation to make sure we are structured for long-term sustained success. That is exactly what the Giants have to do right now, is decide where they are, take a comprehensive and thorough look at their entire football operation and realize where the problems are and fix them. And then go compete against guys like Tepper for the next coach. Because Tepper's going to get a head start because he doesn't have a coach right now, and that's the reason he doesn't have a coach, because he wants to get a head start. So he gets Rivera out of there right now so he can get a head start on guys. He puts guys in as an interim, and now we can start going after coaches. And that's what he's going to do right now. Our vision is to find, said Tepper, the right mix of old school discipline and toughness, coupled with modern and innovative process. We will consider a wide range of football executives to complement our current staff. One change that we will implement is hiring an assistant general manager and vice president of football operations. We all must recognize that this is the first step in a process, but we are committed to building and maintaining a championship culture. The Giants have been a championship culture. The Giants, in a generation, went to 5 Super Bowls and won 4. They had it down. They knew what they were doing. They had, during that run, 2 Hall of Fame coaches in Parcells and Coughlin. And now it has completely unraveled. And they need to look at every part of this organization and make sure that ownership gets on the same page right now. That's what has to happen first. Yesterday we were talking about how it was time for somebody in the organization to speak. And who spoke? Stephen Tisch, which is telling in itself. Back after this.
Insanely helpful. Real stories from Easy Cater.
Easy Cater, this is Steve.
Steve, it's Eric. My order's changed. My boss has 20 more coming, 10 vegetarian, 5 of the original, 50 are gluten-free. Scratch that. 25 more and 4 of them are allergic to nuts.
I'm on it. 75 total, 10 vegetarians, 5 gluten-free, 4 nut-free. 1 p.m. Confirming with the restaurant now.
Nice. Sounds so much better when you say it.
Well, thank you.
When you order food for work, the food has to work. Feed meetings easy with EasyCater.com.
Tito's handmade vodka is distilled from corn and certified gluten-free. In the mid-90s, Tito Beverage built his very own micro-distillery in Austin, Texas, and put his life savings into it. He continues to produce award-winning smooth American vodka on the same land where it all started. Over 20 years later, Tito's has won the Anonymous Judges' Choice Double Gold Medal at the World Spirits Competition, among other awards. Visit us at Tito'sVodka.com for recipes, videos, and more of the Tito's story.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. We couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at aminet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 877-WEB-NOW-1. That's 877-WEB-NOW-1. Or visit AmericanEagle.com. They'll help you build your digital mindset.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Extra strong for your South Pole. Charmin keeps your undies whiter than the North Pole. Shiny, hiney, a brand new year. Come to Charmin, Happy New Year. May your holidays be Charmin, be merry and bright. May all your undies be Charmin, clean white.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this magic music, which will inspire the perfect hire to begin clog dancing. Okay, there's no magic music, but skills tests, that's for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Post your next job at Indeed.com/hire and try skills tests for free. Terms and conditions apply.
H.L. Gross Jewelers reminds you to always count on and trust them with your next engagement or jewelry purchase. Make H.L. Gross your destination for top designer and classic engagement rings. Visit H.L. Gross in Garden City or online at hlgross.com.
Visit the biggest inventory of pre-owned Jeeps in the tri-state area. Go to whiteplainsbiglot.com today.
We've been saving people money for over 50 years. Now at Mavis Discount Tire, save even more. Right now, get up to $75 back on 4 select Goodyear or Michelin tires. You always save on tires at Mavis Discount Tire. Check out MavisTire.com to find a store near you. Mavis Discount Tire, America's discount tire store. Legal and other restrictions apply. See stores for rebate details.
This is a special announcement for men with ED. A local medical clinic is offering free doses of a breakthrough ED medication to the first 75 men who call now. This offer is to spread awareness about a treatment that's 98% effective, even for men who can't take prescription ED medications. You'll receive a personalized, custom blend of the latest FDA-approved medications, formulated to treat sexual performance problems caused by diabetes, cardiovascular problems, low testosterone, or depression. Your appointment will be at a private and professional medical office with a doctor representing a physician network that has helped over 50,000 men regain their performance in just one office visit. If you thought your ED symptoms were untreatable, don't miss this opportunity to get a free dose of a highly effective, rapid-acting medication. This offer is limited to the next 75 men who call. Pay for a consultation and receive a free dose of this breakthrough treatment. That's 800-943-6100. 800-943-6100. 800-943-6100. BostonMedicalGroup.com.
Monday has a whole new look with BetMGM's Money Monday Club. Now, when New Jersey sports fans place a total of $50 in wagers at BetMGM Sports between Monday and Sunday, a $10 free bet will automatically be added to their accounts on Monday morning. It's BetMGM's way of rewarding fans who turn their predictions into convictions and believe in their game by making real money bets on parlays, boosted odds specials, in-game live betting, and much more. It's simple. Just make bets in any amount from Monday to Sunday, and when your wager totals reach $50, you're guaranteed a $10 free bet to use on any upcoming game. Download Download the BetMGM Sports app or visit BetMGM.com to sign up and learn more about how you can be part of the Money Monday Club and get rewarded for your bet every week. At BetMGM Sports, Monday means money. Must be 21 or older, must be in New Jersey. Restrictions apply. Visit BetMGM.com for a full list of terms and conditions. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.18%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rates subject to change. 1.375% fee receipt. This is calculated. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
The most wonderful time of the year is also the coldest. Spend more time inside your warm car and less walking to the department stores by parking with Spot Hero. Just download the Spot Hero app, type in your destination, and reserve your spot. Use promo code CITY on the app to save $10 off your first park. Spot Hero. Park smarter.
Hear that? That's the sweet sound of silence, because my wife has totally stopped snoring. She said, "That's crazy, women don't snore." So I recorded her. Listen. Oh, what was that? That was you, hon. Go back to sleep. Okay. We saw the experts at Dental 365 Sleep. They created a custom mouthpiece and program just for her. For a free consultation, visit dental365sleep.com or call 833-365-SLEEP. Saving is easy with Spectrum Mobile. Unlike other providers, you can actually mix and match our unlimited and buy-to-gig data plans, so you can build the perfect family plan. Unlimited nationwide talk and text is always included. See for yourself with the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator. Go to spectrummobile.com/save and see how you could save up to 40% or more. Plus, you can change plans without penalty, and there are no added taxes, fees, or contracts. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Restrictions apply. Check for details.
Moneyline, spreads, totals, parlays, props, teasers, and more. FanDuel Sportsbook has tons of bet types available every single day. Plus, they offer unique betting promos to spice up game day, like boosted odds, score bonuses, and parlay insurance. With so much to bet on across 17 different sports, the FanDuel Sportsbook is sure to have a wager that's right for you. And best of all, you can place your first bet on FanDuel Sportsbook risk-free. If you lose, you'll get a refund of up to $500 in site credit. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app with promo code WFAN to bet from anywhere in New Jersey. If you lose your first bet within 7 days of signing up, FanDuel Sportsbook will give you a refund of up to $500 in site credit. That's promo code WFAN. Cash out not available on all markets. Offer applies to first online wager only. Refund issued as site credit. Site credit expires after 14 days. Go to sportsbook.fanduel.com for full terms. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A couple of things here. Obviously know that my days in afternoon job is dwindling to a precious few. So I've been getting a lot of mail from listeners, and I can't obviously answer all of it, but on the air. But I pulled a couple of these because I was reading a couple of them before the show, and I wanted to mention these two from these two ladies I got. Number one from Laura Ermini, who's from Connecticut. Thank you for this very nice letter she sent me. And she started with us back in 1989 when she was 9 years old. And she's been with us and been with me every day since. So thank you for that. She's from Stratford, Connecticut. And then Guinevere Helbo from South Plainfield, New Jersey. So thank you for the letters and these nice things and cards and everything you sent me. So thank you very much. Just wanted to mention these two ladies, Genevieve and Laura. So thank you very much. And thanks to everybody for all these nice notes you sent me. I appreciate it. Brian in New City starts us off. What's up, Brian?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good. What's happening?
Hey, Mike, I'm 42 years old. I've been a Giant fan my whole life. And there used to be like a giant way. Well, for me, I knew as a kid growing up, and there would be some high-profile star out there, or some flashy guy. I knew that was a guy the Giants absolutely would not get, and that went all the way to the top.
The Giant way was you didn't need big stars on offense, but you were big and you were tough on defense.
Yeah. And to me, this whole thing has started with John Mara. You know, when they went after Gettleman, and they got Gettleman, you know, I think they wanted to hire a guy they knew. They hired an old school guy. They hired a guy who told them that they could continue with Eli. I think the Gettleman told them what they wanted to hear. And I think that and since then, I think they've put the importance of having Eli finish his career, hence this year, where you have a $23 million backup, you know, and having him finish his career ahead of the organization and ahead of what was the right thing to do. I think ownership wanted to re-sign Beckham too. I put that on them, and I don't think that, you know, to me, I think it all stems from the overall culture of the team and lack of it, and I think it's really affected the decision making.
They have the Gettleman years have been very hard to get a handle on, because to me they take two steps in one direction and then they spin around and they go completely in the other direction. That's, you know, we signed back into the huge contract and now we trade him. We are committed to Eli and we think we can win this year, and then we draft a quarterback with the first pick in the sixth pick in the draft, first round. To me, this is where it makes no sense. Their plan didn't have sense. And what happened is, I think they went to training camp and thought they could have a winning season. They got off terribly. I think in training camp they started to realize how bad their defense was. 2 games into the season they realized how bad their defense was. And they said, okay, now it's not about wins and losses anymore. Now it's about developing the quarterback, and we make it about development. And that's why they have just put young kids in there, and, you know, that's been the end of it. It's not about Eli Manning anymore. Eli, I mean, when was the last time anybody's first time anybody has really made any point about Eli in the last month and a half was on Sunday, when on the broadcast they talked about how much fervor that Eli ran the scout team with. You know, how professional he was, because he was actually, you know, trying to help the team out by actually seriously running the scout team. And, you know, and how he just was doing his job, that kind of thing. I mean, when was the last time anybody even mentioned Eli? Eli hasn't been a thought in anybody's mind. I mean, I don't think we've had, you know, I don't think anybody's mentioned Eli in 2 months. So, it's not been about him. It's been about moving on and developing. But, I mean, the team has been a nightmare. And if you go through the head coach's performance, it is not good. If you go through Gettleman's performance, it is not good. But I think it's that and everything else, though. I think the Giants need to make sure that ownership is on the same page. And maybe this is a misconception on my part, but I just don't think so. I don't think this generation of Tisch Mara, meaning Steve and John, get along like Wellington and Bob did. I think Wellington and Bob had, you know, Bob was a guy who, along with his brother Lawrence Tisch, built a fortune. He was postmaster general. He was an an incredible businessman, a great business acumen. Wellington Mara was one of the pillars of the NFL. He was one of the most important people in the history of the NFL. So he had that standing, which Bob Tisch understood and never fooled with. He understood that, and he granted that to Wellington. Wellington understood that Bob Tisch had great business acumen and leaned on that. They were great, and they both were guys who didn't love the limelight. They were both very nice men, and it seemed like a perfect union. I don't sense that now. And I think these guys have to, and I brought that up today because you got Tisch talking today. When Mara hasn't spoken, and football is supposed to be his domain, Now you got Tish talking. And talking about how they have to be honest with each other. As partners, we have to be very honest with each other. What, have you not been honest with each other recently? So why would that be the case then? See, I don't think this has worked as smoothly, and I think that's got to work first. They got to get on the same page so they can get the right people in here and hire the right people, because they are co-owners. For the Tishers, this is an investment. It's become part of their life. For the Maris, it's their family. This is their business, the family business. They're born into this. But they are partners. And they got to get on the right page. And everything they've done since Tom Coughlin, and remember, Tom Coughlin was hired by Wellington Mara. Jim in Long Island, what's up, Jim?
Hey, Mike, just wanted to call and wish you good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
And bring up a couple of points about the Giants. I've been going to games for 20 years, and I totally agree with you. Since the stadium, things haven't been the same. I'm lucky if I go one game a year now, but I'm glad that Steve finally spoke up. Someone had to. You know, these guys have been in hiding for months now. But I just want to know, what do you think needs to happen?
Well, if you notice, his only message was to John Mara.
Yeah. The only thing he brought up was just being honest with John Mara. And you're right, the whole thing does sound bizarre, but do you think that they need to lose out? Do you think 1 and 3 gets them to fire Gettleman, Shermer? I think right now it's more likely just Shermer goes, but I don't think anything's going to change until you're right. They structurally change things, and they actually fire Gettleman.
I don't know what I almost get the idea that, I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I get the idea that if they, you know, go 2 and 2 here,
right,
that they're going to keep both of them. I mean, and call it a developmental year, take their 4 wins and go and go. And I almost get, and remember, they're playing. The Eagles are a shell of themselves, obviously, especially in the secondary and a wide receiver also. But the Eagles are alive. But in week 16, they play the Cowboys. Now, the reason I bring that up is, if the Eagles lose that game, they'll be eliminated. And at that point, that last week, they come here to play the Giants, who in week 16 are playing the Redskins. Now, if the Giants should beat the Redskins in week 16, and then come home and beat the Eagles in week 17, that might be enough to propel them to another season. Oh, we're finished on the right note, we're winning, playing better, you know, because they might get the Redskins and then get the Eagles in the last week of a dreadful season, and they don't even show up. They get their bags packed, and they could care less about week 17. This is a team that's 2 years removed from winning the Super Bowl. Dan in Manhattan, what's up, Dan?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good.
I just wanted to give you a call, obviously talk about the Giants before I make my point. I just wanted to say thank you for everything over these last X amount of years. You guys have meant so much to me, and in my house, you'll always be number one. There's no question about it. On the Giants, I don't see, even if they win the last 2 games in a year, I don't see how you can bring either of these 2 guys back.
I agree. I just have a feeling they don't want to change. That's just my feeling. I could be wrong, but that's the feeling I get.
You may be right. Here's my question, though, between Tish and Mara. Is that a 50-50 ownership split?
Yes, it is.
It is.
But the rule has always been that the Tishes handle the business, the Maras handle the football.
Right, okay.
But it's a 50-50 split. Yes, it is.
I gotta think that Mike McCarthy's got to get a serious look here, and if he does, I can't imagine with a pedigree like Mike has that him and Gettleman are going to be together in this show. So I would think that they both would have to go to get a guy like that in here.
Well, if they do fire the coach, I would think, now this is just me thinking logically, that the next coach will have head coaching experience, either on the NFL level or on the high college level. And I think the colleges unlikely. I mean, there are a couple of candidates. You keep hearing Rule's name. from Baylor. He's got a big game this week with Oklahoma. I don't know if Kelly's going to dabble with the NFL this year. He might, but I'm not sure Kelly's going to be good in the NFL, to be honest with you. Rich in Flemington, what's up, Rich?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good.
First and foremost, thanks. Great job.
Thank you very much.
My dad, I talked to you last year about the same time. My dad played ball at Notre Dame, 48 to 52.
Okay.
I was just wondering what your thoughts were, A, on what bowl game they'll go to, and B, what you think of the kid Claypool as a receiver in the NFL.
I think he's all right. I like Komet better. I love the tight end. I think he's going to be really good. I think Komet could be a really good player. As far as the bowl game, I would think Notre Dame will be playing on New Year's Day. I think they'll probably be playing in one of those early bowl games on New Year's Day, like the Citrus or something like that. One of those early New Year's Day bowls, I would think. Probably somewhere right in there. We'll find out this week, but I would think that'd probably be about right for them. They've had a good season. They're not in the playoff, we know that, but they've had a good season. I mean, they might even be a little better than that. I'd have to shake it out and see. They're Notre Dame, so they always can move on. Jimmy and Dix Hills, what's up, Jimmy?
Hey, Mike, New York's gonna really miss you. You're an icon.
Well, thanks.
I'm not all about firing coaches left and right, but I watch every play of every game, and I'm not a GM, but I can't think of a single game where I said, wow, Shermer really wowed me there. Like, wow, he was a difference maker there. The guy just seems vanilla. He just does nothing. He doesn't show any passion in the interview after the game. He just doesn't show me anything. I'm all for cutting bait now with this guy and move on and find another coach.
What about the general manager?
Here's the thing with that. I think the general manager has done a few good things. If you look at Landon Collins, he's doing nothing. OBJ is doing nothing. Snacks is not really doing anything. I think he's made a couple good moves. Now, do we blame him for everything? No. I'm willing to give Gettleman another chance. He also drafted Daniel Jones, which everyone laughed at, and I think Daniel Jones just showed that it was a good move. So I really don't see them exactly together. If they both have to go, I understand that too. But if it was me and I was the owner, I would give Gettleman one pass, but then I would get rid of Sherman.
Okay, there we go. We'll see what happens. Ryan and Breezy Point, what's up, Ryan?
Hey, Mike, thanks for everything all the years, man. It's been a lot of fun to follow. You got two good Breezy Point callers, me and John, and it's been a lot of fun listening over the years. Thanks you. Foremost for everything.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to Breezy Point?
I don't think so.
It's like another Long Beach, not too far away. A nice, close-knit town, Irish with that.
What's the next town over from Breezy Point?
That would be like Rockaway Beach.
Oh, yeah, well, I know exactly. So it's right past Rockaway Beach?
Right, so yeah, just a little bit further west.
Yeah, okay.
The west.
No, I know where I've been to Rockaway Beach plenty, so I know that one. Okay, so I don't, so Breezy's right past it?
Yeah, Breezy's right past it. My dream was always to get you to a remote out there over the years.
You never know. Maybe one day we'll do it, okay?
Yeah, it was great doing me out there in your Hawaiian trip. Listen, I think the most depressing thing that comes to mind when I try to characterize what's going on in New York sports right now, and obviously the folks in a lot on the Giants, but it's not just them. It's the Jets and certainly the Knicks. It doesn't feel like any of these situations have a direction that you can get excited about, and it just compounds the frustration because of all the resources in this market, and each situation has its own warts that need to be addressed and rehabbed. It's just so frustrating that you're not coming out of any of these seasons feeling like, wow, like we're developing. Like cornerstones of each team are just bereft of talent. With the Jets, it's the offensive line and aspects of their defense and no confidence in their coaching staff. With the Giants, it's their porous defense. With the Knicks, it just seems to be the lack of any direction. And I don't know at what point way to get the dress, Mike. Hopefully it's within both of our lifetimes, because I'd love to see another great winter run for many.
Well, listen, I think from a standpoint, especially, a big part of this, I mean, the Giants are going through something now. They've obviously been a wonderful franchise, but they now are going through a very tough time, as we know. The Knicks is really a very tough situation, and nothing's worse, nothing's bleaker than the long season in the NBA, and frankly, they just, they can't get out of their own way, and nothing works, and, in the NBA, it's about one player, it always is. It's one player that will rescue you. You might get there are a couple teams that have, when you look at how they're good, they hit on a couple of players, but, these teams, very few teams are put together because they just get 4 or 5 really nice players. Most of them have a big player. So, I mean, that's usually what happens. Jason and Clifton, what's up, Jason?
Mike, Tish's comments are pretty funny to me, like pleading to the fans to be patient when our seasons ended, like in October the last 2 years. The last 5 years has been a nightmare. And this idea of what the plan is going forward, like when they make a deal with like Leonard Williams, what could Gettleman have said to Miller that he said this is a good idea?
I didn't say anything. He did that deal without. I mean, he didn't have to. That deal. I would think that deal. I mean, I'm sure he mentioned this deal, but I don't think that deal was one that he had to make. That wasn't a big enough deal where he had to bring the ownership in for a long consultation. I mean,
you're talking about trading away draft picks moving to next year when we're in that.
Right, but you're not talking about number one picks. You're not talking about an outlay of that much money until you're going to resign him. Now, otherwise, if you're not going to resign him, why would you trade for him? But that just makes no sense. But there's so many moves that make no sense, and frankly, I get the idea that they're not on the same page. I really do. I sense that. I've sensed it for years, and today's comments made me think it even more. Josh in Belmore, what's up, Josh?
Hey, Mike, I don't know if you reported on it. I stopped listening for a couple minutes, but Ron Rivera was fired by the Panthers.
We opened the show with that, so yes.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. But that's someone who I wouldn't mind on the Giants.
No, I disagree. I don't want Ron Rivera.
Well, just one thing I wanted to bring up, too. We were talking yesterday, Greg, and I got disconnected, but it seemed like a short thing that Rodgers was going to have a big game against the Giants. The Packers were going to show up. And yet, with Vegas, it seemed like they were the only ones who didn't really get it right, and they were less than a touchdown favorite. I thought that was really bizarre, and in my lifetime, I thought that was...
They were a 6.5 point favorite, but you know what? The Giants could have been in that game. The reason why is the Packer defense has been playing hideously. That game was 17-13 in the third quarter, so it wasn't like the game was a cakewalk. You knew Rodgers was going to move the ball, but the Packer defense has been playing hideously. So it wasn't like the Packer defense. I mean, the Packer defense has had a lot of rough days. I mean, anybody could run on them. And Barkley's been terrible. He got 80 yards against them. So, I mean, their defense is not good at all. It's been brutal. Absolutely brutal. Mike and Half Moon, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike, I'm going to definitely miss you. I know I'll probably see you at Saratoga. I'll see you every year.
Thank you.
I don't want to bother you up there, but let's talk about the biggest disaster in New York right now, the Knicks. Since 2014, Steve Mills' record close to 200 games under 500. They brought in Scott Terry. I kind of like all the moves he made to free up money, and it just didn't work. They didn't get the number one pick, although Darren will think he's going to be pretty good. They didn't get the free agents. They brought in Fizdale to get the free agents, and that didn't work. Why will Dolan not pull, just fire everybody? 3 or 4 years ago, the Mavericks, the Sixers, and the
Bucks. Right, but if he fires everybody, who's he hiring?
But like 3 or 4 years ago, the Sixers, the Bucks, the Mavericks, they were all like the Knicks. They were terrible teams. Look where they are now, and look where the Knicks are.
Agreed. Well, that's why you keep hearing these rumors about the kid in Toronto coming to the Knicks. Okay, that's why you keep hearing that, and maybe that's going to happen. If it does, he obviously has a major rep. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And then they had to use the money, so they went out and signed guys who were basically, just okay guys who would be 7, 8 guys on, decent teams and gave them, contracts they could get out of. Bob and Summit, what's up, Bob?
Mike, I didn't listen yesterday. I bet my bottom dollar that you had a lot of callers about all the Packer fans at the Giant game. It's a lot of stuff that you've been talking about. I've called a bunch on it too. It's the technology now that you could just dump the tickets anywhere, and you're going to have people from Wisconsin in this area. They're going to go. You're going to have closet Packer fans that have always been Packer fans that grew up here. So years ago when the Giants stunk, you didn't see the visiting team invade because Giant fans would either eat the tickets or sell it to their neighbor and didn't find a Packer fan. But I got to tell you, of course it ticks me off, and I've called you on this. I'm part of the problem. I'm 53 years old. We've had the tickets for 58 years in the family, and I sold them Friday night in 32 seconds when I saw that weather forecast. But two things that Mara's going to have to deal with. The worst is yet to come, because there aren't a lot of Dolphin fans anymore, and they're going to play the Dolphins, and that place is going to be empty.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I discussed this yesterday a lot. The last 2 games are going to be empty. Yeah.
Okay, I did not listen, but I'm going to tell you what the problem is, why Giant fans should laugh at themselves if they think Mara cares. Because he took a stadium that had some good personality, tight seating,